Top of the 8th. AL West foes all tied at 1 here in Texas. Mariners, Rangers. Latz fires to Raley and he hits taps one foul. It's 0-1.
It's too bad that Malley wasn't pitching today. Malley against Raley and Raleigh. Mess. Brandon Lau and Nick Lowe. One strike pitch.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Fastball top of the zone, blow by Luke Raley, and it's 0-2.
Well, he's really found something.
Jacob Latz looking for the punch out.
So good the other day in Pittsburgh.
And he
with that slider
almost got it. Missed with the slider. Down and away. Ball 1.
One run, 7 hits for both teams today.
1-2. Raley attacks it foul.
Doesn't budge on Luke Raley. So Latz, assuming he maintains a certain sharpness here, he could go for a number of innings. Whereas Seattle, they're
Latz steps off.
Carlos Vargas going in the bullpen. And now we've got a sip visit. Okay, this is where Jonah asked for time. The clock was winding down. Okay. And
the Mariners warming up Carlos Vargas in their bullpen.
You don't have to go out to the mound. But he didn't want the clock to expire. Okay. So he just called time.
I'm fine with that.
1-2.
We're late in the game. You talk about the mound visit that expands if we get to extra innings. And I don't want it to be 2-2 for free.
Absolutely.
Here's the 1-2 to Raley. And he misses outside with the heater. Ball 2.
Luke Raley has laid off 2 really good pitches in this at bat. They're balls, but we've seen guys chasing a little bit more today. That one is low.
Count is full. Slider down.
You still got to make a good pitch here. 1-1 game, we're late. Not a time to just throw one down the middle and see what happens.
1 out, full count. Game tied at 1, top of the 8th. The pitch is down. Ball 4. Luke Raley draws a walk.
Draws the 1-out walk.
And now, for Jacob Latz, you have a double play candidate coming up right here in Randy, who is 1 for 3.
Play ball, Texas. Shop the latest in Rangers style with your favorite brands and throwback designs. Rally House has gear for every fan.
We thank Rally House after
First pitch to Randy.
Raleigh flew out. And now Latz.
Ball 1. Change up outside.
Go ahead and kind of try and rhyme or get close to a Rosarena.
There's a dance called the Walker.
Well, that's true. You just keep saying the name over and over and over again.
Ground ball, this could be 2. Josh to second for 1. Throw to first. Randy beats it out.
Rosarena.
It'll be a fielder's choice.
Hustling down the line.
Raley out at second. Randy hustles down the line and beats it out.
And certainly, Young had just a little bobble getting out of the glove.
Yeah,
Dominic Canzone will get in at bat. As Josh
goes down to the knee and right here
was playing the line at third for Texas. Throw to second. Semien steps on second for 1, and Raley really affected his throw. Josh Smith had to jump to get to it. And Randy had beat it out anyway. Pinch hitter, Donovan Solano.
Just to make sure.
He'll come out there.
Josh Smith jumped up and caught that ball.
Well, Donovan Solano announced as the pinch hitter here.
Solano pinch hitting for Canzone.
He bats for Canzone.
So it looks like we'll get a new right fielder.
Donovan for Dominic. Rosarena the runner.
2 outs, runner at first. First pitch is down, ball 1.
The change up a little bit low here, ball 1. We went extra innings in Friday's game. In fact, went 12 innings in that one. Seattle won it 7-6. Went extra innings yesterday, only went 10. Rangers won 3-2. naturally, we'd be
That
in
one
here
is
today.
just below the zone.
That was a good pitch. Called a ball.
Was actually touching. But call the ball.
That's tough.
2-0.
2-0.
I will say, this umpire group, I thought it had a great series calling balls and strikes.
Hitters count. Off the plate. 3-0.
3-0.
You're gonna, every once in a while, those balls at a third of the ball or 50% of the ball catch the zone. Those can somewhat go either way. Like this group of four had a good series.
Yeah, I agree. We haven't talked about it very much at all.
And that's strike one. Fastball that caught the edge of the plate. May have been a little outside, but
I thought he had a really good game.
got the call. 3-1.
Austin Jones
Solano ahead.
had the opener on Friday.
Latz gets an extra breath of life. 3-1. And Solano attacks it and fouls it off. The count has been worked to a full count with 2 outs and Randy at first.
But you're right.
So now Randy's going to be going every time here, probably. But can't go too early. You don't want to be picked off and to end the inning.
He's not going to go until Latz makes his move to home plate.
Josh Smith playing behind Randy. Now going off. Randy's going, and Solano strikes out on a changeup below the zone. And the game remains tied at 1. We head to the bottom of the 8th. All tied at Globe Life Field after a great outing from Jacob
What
Latz.
a great change up here on the plate below the zone to keep the score at 1, and the Rangers coming up to take the lead.
Bottom of the 8th, all tied at 1. Casey pumps in a strike to Semien.
He's batted down, buddy.
0-1 on Marcus Semien.
Somewhere out there is a truck full of beer.
I'll tell you what, when we were
And that one caught the corner but didn't get the call. 1-1.
a high five from Nathan Eovaldi.
Oh my goodness. That was amazing today before the ball game.
Semien taps one foul off the plate. It's 1-2.
Ball and 2 strikes. Donovan Solano stays in the game at first base after pinch hitting there. That moves Raley out into right field now. They had a parade of little leaguers before the game today.
Payoff. Semien checks his swing, but he didn't go. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Marcus Semien as Casey missed outside with the sweeper.
By with one of the teams. I was hoping to see him maybe give him a high five or something, lean over the railing. Ended up
Semien hits skies one to left,
high fly down the left side.
but it's going into the seats.
Stays 2-2. This will make your heart swell right here.
He did that for over 10 minutes, just giving as many kids as possible a high five, and that's going to be a memory that a lot of kids won't forget.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Semien chases the changeup for the strikeout. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Make it past the dugout, so he hauled Booty out to the bullpen, and that's when he started the parade of high fives, dabbing up all those kids and making their days. And he did do it for like 10 minutes. I asked him if he had a count on or a rough estimate on how many he thinks he got. He said, I have no idea, but I know it was a lot. But he absolutely made those kids' days.
Here's a Dolis,
So cool.
and he takes a fastball off the plate for ball 1.
Did you say dabbing them up or dabbling them up?
Spelling is hard. I posted on Instagram
Spelling is
giving
hard.
Nate some love, showing everybody what a man of the people
Strike
he is.
1.
And I said, Evo,
Fastball
I'm
that just missed
dabbling
outside.
kids up.
Okay.
No.
Instead of dabbing him up, I would
Yeah.
not to be confused with gobbling or anything else.
Foul ball, first base side, 1-2.
English is hard sometimes. It's my first language, but I'm still picking up on things.
But you're kind of stepping out of your lane there a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't say
Payoff
dabbing
from
is like
Casey.
the super young
And he got him.
boomer, but
Sinker blown by him in the top left zone.
high-fiving, there's
For the second strikeout this inning, there's 2 gone the bottom of the 8th.
But he wasn't. They were low fives. He was bending over.
And now the catcher,
So
Jonah
I
Hyde.
was anticipating the backlash of the improper use of high fiving, and I was gonna go dabbing, and then I made it dabbling. It's all very par for my course lately, fellas.
That was great.
Evo dabbling in high fives.
Cover all your
First
bases.
pitch. Heim fouls it back. He tapped it foul. 0-1.
Now, Emily dabbles in
The bassoon.
the bassoon.
If we win,
Evan Carter on deck.
I want hot cross buns on the bassoon. In fact, that should just be your new nickname.
Okay. Better than some I've had in the past. I'll tell you
That's
that.
true.
Heim hits one right to Cole Young. Throw to first. And that'll do it. This game remains tied at 1. We head to the 9th inning at Globe Life Field.
So we go to the 9th today. And for another one of these, it's 1-1.
Top of the 9th, all tied at 1 here at Globe Life Field.
Manana, fellas.
First pitch from Jacob Latz to the 7-hitter, Mitch Garver, who's catching today, is outside, ball 1. Mitch Garver's only hit was an RBI single. He's 1 for 3 today.
Then Monday night with a heat index of 1.
Garver fouls it back,
It'll be interesting to see
1-1.
conditions, how that one will turn out as Garver fouls off the strike. 1-1 here in the 9th inning.
Hopefully the Rangers can take
1-1 the
momentum
count
for
and the
another
score,
series.
top of the 9th. Nobody on, nobody out.
Nice. We have to figure out a way to score a run here. Ideally,
Latz
about
misses
the 9th
up.
inning after Latz
2 balls and a strike on
throws
Garver.
Another scoreless half inning here. He's given the Rangers 2 innings in relief.
Ah,
Third of the lineup here.
dang.
And it's 2-1 to Garver.
That one's in there, strike 2. Changeup that looked a little outside, but called a strike anyway. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the catcher Garver. Jacob Latz is getting the Mariners bottom of their order.
Been the only Mariners run today. That was in the 6th inning.
So this favors Latz. 2-2.
Latz
Garver fouls it back.
stays 2-2. Jacob's last outing was in Pittsburgh. It was a start.
We got action in the Rangers' pen.
Luke Jackson getting ready to hit.
Soon he'll be getting ready for J-Rod.
Payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Garver chases the outside changeup, and there's one gone in the top of the 9th.
On the changeup, his changeup is just awesome today. I mean, I'm not saying anything against the other pitches. They've been really good too, but this changeup, he's been rocking it. Dabbling with the changeup.
Here's the rookie Nick Young, or Cole Young.
Cole Young. As far as I know,
First pitch is a slider,
he's not played the bassoon.
down and away,
He
ball
might have
1.
as much trouble as you in picking a bassoon out of a lineup.
I love
Cole Young's hitless today. He struck out in his last
When we
at
had
bat.
the conversation, and I looked on your screen,
That one's a fastball, down and out.
and it was
2-0.
filled with French horns. I don't know how you go from bassoon to a bunch of pictures of French horns. Like you couldn't have spelled it that order.
I did. B-A-Z-O-N is how I spelt it, and it did not show me what that instrument was. And by the way, Emily,
Strike 1.
much fancier high school.
Fastball right down the pipe.
I don't remember seeing that instrument at our high school.
Then again, I believe it was last year where we made some Shakespeare reference. And we were like, well, what kind of high school? It was a public school. 2-1 pitch.
Down and away again. 3 balls and a strike on Cole Young.
I was great at sports.
Latz misses down with the heater.
When it came to 7th period and it was basketball or baseball time, walked in.
Cole Young trying to draw a walk.
3-1.
He hits a ground ball. That'll be foul. And we are at a full count between Latz and Young.
1-1 the score. Huge series between these two teams. Seattle
Full
has
count,
dominated
1 out.
the season.
Game tied at 1. No one on base for the Mariners. Pitch. Young hits a fly ball into left. Ozuna backing up. It's over his head off the wall. And into the seats.
Into the stand.
Ground rule double for Cole Young. And there we go. The Mariners have a hit. They have the go-ahead run
Man in scoring position now.
in scoring position for the 9-hitter Ben Williamson.
Now, I'm not going to recall this. You can see, you named it here, Osuna playing very shallow. Was Young the one who had the shallow base hit off of Duran off of his fingertips of his glove?
No, that was Solano.
And maybe they were just playing for kind of that shallow fly ball, that shallow line drive.
Here's Ben Williamson to the plate. Back-to-back rookies in the lineup for the Mariners.
Friday's game. I don't think that
And
was Young.
changeup that misses outside, ball one.
For ball here to Williamson.
Seattle's 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position today.
Runners in scoring position today.
1-0. Up and
A
in.
little bit up.
Ball 2.
In can zone.
Okay.
Drems was down at the bottom of the order. This is interesting here. Maddox wants to go out there and have a word in there.
And here we go.
Largely here.
Mound visit for
slowing
Texas.
things down as Jackson continues to ready the bullpen. I think Luke's almost ready, but might be fully ready.
Well, you look at it here, though, and Crawford is on deck. So you have the lefty on the mound in flats. That's what I was saying. I was thinking that when Luke Jackson started playing catch, it was for Julio Rodriguez, if he comes up in this inning.
That Maddox makes the call. So he wanted, Maddox went out there. You can tell the way he was talking to Boach that this was potentially more than just a regular visit.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So with a count 2-0, that's just a little out of gas.
And the pitching coach
So he's done.
takes out Jacob Latz, and Luke Jackson will come out with Young at second in the game, tied at 1. Top of the ninth. Oh, fuck. Top of the ninth. Ben Williamson takes a strike from Luke Jackson, who comes in
So depending on the outcome of this
after Jacob Latz was taken out by the pitching coach.
I guess officially where Jackson entered the game.
Williamson fouls one off, and Luke Jackson pumps in 2 straight strikes to even this count up.
If Williamson would have walked, that would be charged to Latz. Anything else is Jackson's. Let's watch from the dugout now. Young at second.
Payoff.
2-2.
Williamson fouls that one off himself,
Do it again.
and he stays alive.
1-1.
We talked about the bullpen a few innings earlier, and they're going to have to hold this thing right here. Latz did a tremendous job. He gave up the double, but now it's Luke Jackson's job as a bullpen unit to save your brother right there and get out of this situation.
2-2. Williamson hits one into right field. Adolis is running into foul territory, makes the catch. Adolis fires it in. Cole Young gets back safely to second. He was caught in between and got back. And with 2 outs, top of the ninth, Cole Young is held at second after a long run from Adolis. And this game remains tied.
If this gets away, your left fielder, your youngster, is working hard to make sure that he backs up this throw so chaos doesn't happen.
Now the leadoff hitter in the Mariners lineup, JP, and he takes an off-speed pitch for strike 1.
Strike 1. Ninth inning in a 1-1
JP's 0 for 4, flew out in his last at-bat.
0 for so far today for Crawford.
0-1. JP ground ball in play. Josh Smith lost the ball. Throw. He had to eat it. JP is safe. Cole Young is safe. Mariners have the runners at the corners with 2 outs
And Young
for Julio.
Well, that was going to be some heck of a stop.
With the in-between hop here, Smith gets his glove on it, doesn't come up with it clean, and makes a good decision. It looked like he wanted to throw
Josh
the ball
Smith
85
had
miles
it,
an hour from a
and
short
it-
distance, and if
man,
he does, there's a good chance.
Oh,
gets
it
away
bounced
from
off his
Jack.
glove. He just couldn't field it. And then he fake throws. He eats it. Luke Jackson was there to cover to end the inning. But unfortunately, the error for Smith
Ready today, bounces at third base. Young
ends it as Julio grounds out to Josh, who throws it to Smith, who fields that one cleanly, and will head to the bottom of the ninth. Still tied at 1 as Luke Jackson comes in
But Jackson strands him there. Last chance, bottom
and
of the
keeps
ninth.
it tied.
In a 1-1 game.
Be right back from Globe Life Field.
Get the ninth inning.
Bottom of the ninth. Eduardo Bizardo, new pitcher for the Mariners, and he pumps in a slider that was center cut for strike 1 on Evan Carter, who is 3 for 3 today.
2.98 ERA in his 36 games.
0-1. Another breaking ball.
Downstairs. 1-1.
This time it misses, and it's 1-1 on Carter.
So Legumina, give them a couple innings of
Double, 2 singles, a stolen base, and a run for Evan Carter today.
You got it.
The 1-1 delivery is inside,
This is in.
ball 2.
I'm sure the Mariners broadcast is going to say the same thing that I'm going to say here. Rangers need to win this game.
They do.
2-1 delivery from Bizardo, and Carter turns on it foul.
The base is written all over it. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Carter. What he looks locked in today, though.
Nice flat line drive swing. Stays in the zone for a long time.
Chokes up just a little bit.
2-2.
2.
Carter taps one, right to Cole Young, throw to first. And the leadoff hitter is done. 1 out. Now Josh to the plate, the third baseman. He's 1 for 3.
Josh Young, the batter now. Young 0 for 4 in his career against Bizardo.
First pitch. Outside sinker.
Take outside. It's been a long time since the Rangers have played 3 straight extra innings games. You got to go back to 2012.
1 offering. Upstairs.
For a couple of series. Last
Ball
game,
2.
Kansas City Royals, and then a double header in Minnesota. Pardon me, Tampa Bay. 2-0 the count. Good hitters count here for Young.
That one is demolished, but foul.
The note Emily gave before the game
2
was
and
the
1.
Rangers' first time they've won a game in a long time with just 1 hit after the 4th inning.
Yeah, 5th inning up.
Yeah, the Rangers only have 1 hit after the 4th inning of this game. Now, probably need another hit to win this game. But kind of playing out similarly offensively, where you had a lot of hits.
2-1
early
delivery.
and it was
In there,
shut
strike
down
2.
as this game has gone on from the Mariners.
Even the day before, right? In Friday's game when they lost 7-6 in extras. At the very end, all of a sudden, they couldn't come up with a hit in those late innings. It's been that way all year. Bruce Bochy talking with Ureta, his bench coach.
2-2.
2 and the foul ball.
Got a piece of it to stay alive.
Again.
Got away with the hanging slider there. Talked about it before. Josh Young, that fastball up in these situations, he really struggles to lay off of it and to make contact on it.
Another 2-2 pitch.
Delivery.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. High heat that Josh Young cannot connect on, and there's 2 gone in the bottom of the ninth. And now the rookie Alejandro Ozuna is the last hope for the Rangers to win it in the 9th inning.
5 miles an hour, and it's a pitch that Josh just can't lay off of, and he also can't make contact on.
Ozuna's 0 for 3. First pitch is a breaking ball that
today.
Was painted. Strike one. If this game goes into extras, it'll be the third game in a row that the Rangers will play in extra innings.
He'd get out in the fourth inning, but
That
died at the warning track.
all three games this series, if this game does go to the 10th, have been played at extras. The Mariners won on Friday night, 2-1. Marcus Semien walked off yesterday, 3-2.
Cardinals won one, and that's foul back.
And Ozuna fouls that one off. He's down 1-2. What will today's game have in store? As it looks likely, there's a 90% chance this game is going to a 10th inning.
To get on base. It's reached in 6 straight.
The payoff for a third straight extra inning ball game. And that's upstairs, ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's in a tough situation here, but if he can get on base, even if the Rangers don't score, it turns over the lineup for extra innings, where you have your lead
On deck is Higgy.
leading off.
The DH. That one's tapped into center. Base hit. Alejandro Ozuna keeps it going. Can the Rangers make a 2-out rally? It's a single for Ozuna. And it'll bring up Higgy.
2 strikes from the young man. It's the backdoor break.
He laid it out there
Strike.
and hit a flare to
He
center.
stays through this
And the
ball.
winning run is on the base pass for Texas.
It's a big hit.
Here's Higgy, the 9-hitter. He's over 3, DHing today. And Mazzardo misses with a slider. Ball 1.
Ball 1. The first Rangers hit today. So he's come with 2 out in an inning.
Would you not want to waste it here?
1-1, Ozuna at first. One offering. That was right down the pipe. Splitter at 92. Strike 1.
You've got no net in case something happening to Jonah.
Okay.
1-1.
That one nearly hit Higgy. Slider that straightened him out. 2 balls and a strike.
If this goes to the 10th inning, I'm not putting Higgy out there as my ghost runner. If he makes the last out, I'm running one of my guys. You can pick one of your faster guys on the bench, but I can't have my catcher running in the 10th inning as the free base.
Higgy pops it foul. It's 2-2.
Stays 2-2. Well,
Ozuna at
that's
first.
interesting.
This lines up well for Texas if this does go to extra innings and if they can get a shutout in the 10th, as Higgy calls time. It'll be the top of the Rangers order, so Smith, Seager, and
But
Semien.
if you're down by 2 in the bottom
As
of the 10th,
Ozuna
you
gets
don't
his
have
lead at
any
first,
run.
Solano playing
Your
close
guy
to the
is
bag.
not the tying or winning run.
The payoff for a third straight extra inning game, and it's upstairs. Ozuna's going. The throw is. Oh, they got him. He got in there. Alejandro Ozuna is safe. I thought Cole Young easily had him.
Because as you pointed out, we'd rather not
Let's
have
see if Dan Wilson will challenge
Be
this.
the leadoff spot in the 10th inning. There hasn't been a review yet.
He
I don't.
You just review it, right?
Right.
will not, but the umpires will take a look at it.
I didn't see Wilson ask for it. Did he?
I was watching. He asked.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Dan Wilson did challenge
Just
it.
not tag him. The key is he didn't. If he tagged him, he's out. If he didn't tag him, obviously he stays safe.
And that's really close. I don't know. Ozuna's going. The throw. Young makes the catch.
With the base running.
He may have swiped and missed him. He did swipe at him, and I think he missed him.
On here,
I can't tell if he did. He got him on the right arm. If he tagged him. Here we go. Oh, the ump's blocking it.
there for us.
The heads up move there by Austin Jones.
I'm sure that camera can't see anything.
I think this one's going to have to stand. Meanwhile, for Ozuna, that'll be just his second stolen base.
After review, the call is confirmed. The runner safe.
Dan Wilson loses the challenge. Alejandro Ozuna is safe. He swipes second. And the count is full on Higgy.
Second steal for Ozuna, who, by the
The
way,
Rangers are rallying.
this year, so
2 outs, full count delivery. Ozuna now in scoring position. If Higgy can hit one pretty far, that cannot be caught by the Mariners outfield or infielders, it'll win it. And Higgy hits a high fly ball that's foul. Third base side. So, we keep going in the bottom of the ninth.
1 run, 9 hits for Seattle. 1 run, 8 hits for the Rangers. And the Rangers have committed the game's only error.
Ozuna at second. Luzardo fires to Higgy, and he pops it up.
Ball on the infield.
JP is over there. We're going to a third straight extra inning ball game between the Mariners and the Rangers. We're all tied at 1.
All 3 games in this series go extra innings. 10th inning coming up in a 1-1 game.
Extra innings yet again. Mariners, Rangers. Placement runner at second is Julio.
They do
And
have speed.
Cal Raleigh will start it off
Luke Jackson
for the top of the 10th
finished off the 9th.
for the Mariners against Luke Jackson. First pitch is outside of the other batter's box, ball 1.
Ball 1.
Interested that Rodriguez must not known he was the ghost runner because it took him.
The Mariners are 5-7 in extra inning games this year. The Rangers are 3-1.
He isn't.
1-0 delivery.
Though, too.
In the other batter's box again, this time down. 2 balls and no strikes on Cal.
But they're hoping
Who's
for
1 for 4.
Raleigh is one of those big swings again. The Rangers say, forget it. We will rather not take that risk.
Cal Raleigh is
And that
being
sets up the
intentionally
force
walked.
anywhere on the bases.
So Boshi intentionally walks him to get the Luke
He would
Raley.
love to do that.
2 on, no one out.
But might
Game's
not
still
be a
tied
bad
at
idea
1,
because
top of the
now
10th.
Here's Raley.
Well, the other thing too is Luke Jackson's a good reliever, but not a big strikeout reliever. So he doesn't get a lot of Ks, and in that situation, runner on second, you're kind of looking for the strikeout.
First pitch to Raley. He's going to square a bunt. He doesn't. Throw down to second, and Julio is back in time.
Back in there.
Whew.
So
Had a long run to get back, and he got there
Called it a
before
ball, but it
Seager
was a
could tag
strike. I
him.
think unfortunately the pitch was missed. Bragging about the umpires, but right there you throw a strike, but maybe because of Heim jumping up in the bunt, you missed the call.
1-0. Raley squares.
It's
Heim
outside.
thinks about throwing again down to second.
I think you got to concentrate on. You're 2-0. Do they call the bunt off here?
2-0.
You're thinking, hey, maybe the pitcher's like, gosh, I got to throw a strike here, and then he lays one down the middle, and you're not bunting.
I'd leave it on. Farmer Dan Wilson.
Corner
I don't know
infielder's
what
on.
kind of bunter Raley is.
2-0. Raley bunts. It's down. Jackson slides, throws, and Raley got it. They got him. What a throw from Luke Jackson. The sliding stop and the throw out.
Crazy athleticism.
Dan Wilson will not challenge.
Replay, you're going to see how great this play is. That ball almost gets by me. Bare hands, it spins on his knee
Oh,
and throws.
by half a step he got Luke Raley. What a throw by Luke Jackson.
Josh Smith makes
Luke
a play.
on Luke
This is
violence.
Really great play.
Yeah, what a pick by Josh Smith.
Successful sacrifice. And now
First
the
base
Rangers
is open,
will
and
put
Bruce
Raley
Bochy
up.
will intentionally walk Randy to get the Donovan
Bases
Solano.
will be loaded.
So bases are juiced for Solano.
At the plate.
With 1 out, top of the 10th, double play can here.
Solano never pinch hit in the 8th inning. And then stay to the game at first base.
Simeon's asking right here, do we play? Okay, they're going to double play depth. With you getting the free base runner, he was making sure that double play depth up the middle, corners in.
Julio at third, Cal at second, Randy at first. First one is spiked, Heim blocks, 1-0.
And Jonah Heim, good job by Heim to make sure it doesn't go anyplace. Solano.
Solano struck out and is only at bat today.
Let's see him bounce one somewhere in the middle of the infield.
1-0 delivery. In there for strike one. Fastball that caught the inside corner.
A big strikeout reliever.
Corner infielders are in for the Rangers.
Somewhere on the infield.
1-1 delivery. Solano ground ball. This could be two. Seager. Oh, it gets through his glove. The Mariners will take the lead. Nope. Cal Raleigh's out at home, but Julio scores, and the Mariners have the lead. Alejandro Zuna cuts down Cal Raleigh at the plate. And it's only 2-1 Mariners. It gets through the glove of Seager. And Ozuna fires down. Cal Raleigh gets sent, and he's out standing up. He might have beat it out. Mitch Garver at the plate now.
First pitch off the plate for ball.
Slider, ball one.
Mitch Garver
But Dan Wilson doesn't have a challenge, so
delivers a big.
it's 2-1.
Give Seattle their
Mitch
first
Garver
lead.
gave the Mariners the lead with an RBI single, or not the lead, their first run. Well, it could have been the lead, but he'll add on to the lead as he hits one in the left base hit. Running around third is Randy. He'll score. It's 3-1 Mariners. Heim drops the ball. He couldn't throw out Garver. It's an RBI
This is a mistake throw here.
double with 2 outs.
Obviously a mistake pitch. Garver gets a huge hit to make it 3-1. Right here, you've got to keep this throw low enough that it can possibly be a cut. You could have got the out at third, then because it was such a bad throw, Garver runs to
Here's
second.
Cole Young, the rookie.
Oh, that's
And
rough.
Cole Young's going to be intentionally walked by Bruce Bochy. The bases are loaded again to get to Ben Williamson.
Third intentional walk of the inning.
So Solano at third, Garver second, Cole Young at first. First pitch. In there, strike one.
On to Williamson. 2 runs across in the 10th inning.
Ben Williamson 1 for 4 with a single.
Jackson needs one more out.
Trying to add some more on here, and he swings and misses at a slider down. It's 0-2.
In extra innings games. Seattle a losing record in extra innings at 5-7.
The payoff to get out of the jam. Got him!
And there's a strike.
Chase the slider down again. Ben Williamson strikes out, but not before the Mariners plate 2 in the 10th and have the lead 3-1. Let's see if they can hold on to win their second game in extras and this series. Bottom of the 10th, Mariners 3, Rangers 1. Carlos Vargas is in,
Last inning will start at 7.
looking for the save. Higgy is the placement runner at second. The leadoff hitter in the Rangers lineup, Josh Smith, will come in
Entrusted with this spot.
and try and tie it up.
Bullpen pretty well in this extra inning series, and Vargas stuff has given the Rangers issues.
First pitch from Vargas. In there, strike one. Cutter at the top of the zone.
To Josh Smith. Yeah, there are a lot of guys in this bullpen that have some
Smith with a multi-hit game going.
octane
0-1.
fastballs and then a natural
Josh Smith
secondary
ground ball
pitch.
right to Cole Young. Throw to first. 1 out.
Does it.
It moves Higgy to third.
Smith is retired.
And now Corey Seager, who can tie it up with one swing of the bat.
There's a Seager.
extra run is huge, right? Because that didn't matter at all. The Mariners are not concerned at all about Higgy being on base.
Seager's 0 for 3 with a walk. Lefty versus righty. First pitch is behind Mitch Garver, and he recovers it quickly, and Higgy cannot advance. Oh, lucky bounce off the backstop, and Higgy could not score.
Garver, perhaps fortunate that Gashoka didn't move from third base.
The 1-0. Misses outside with the cut. 2-0
Vargas
on Seager.
has been given a
That's
chance
a hitter's
to
count
5 times this
for
year.
Corey Seager.
And he's blown
Not a good
4.
thing if you're a Mariner fan. Hitter's count. Misses outside. 3-0.
He's in danger of putting the tying run on base in the 10th inning.
Carlos Vargas just keeps missing outside. He's losing Corey Seager. And the Rangers possibly could have 2 on with 1 out in the bottom of the 10th.
Right down the middle to Seager.
3-0. Seager taking all the way. It's a strike.
Get one in there.
It was spotted up though. That was not a home run pitch. Seager can be aggressive, but he takes his walk if it's there.
3-1. Seager, high fly ball, deep left field, back at the wall, it's gone! Corey Seager's tied it! Oh my gosh! Home run number 10 of the year! It's a game-tying 2-run bomb to left in the bottom of the 10th!
Seager knocks it out.
Oh my goodness, Corey Seager!
Well, Dan Wilson had a big
Wow.
decision, and he's going to regret it because he throws to
That
the
one
Rangers.
carried, and just got out of here.
Make it 3. He says, throw me another outside pitch. I'll just go Oppo Taco at 106 miles an hour.
And now here's Marcus Semien, the hero yesterday.
Simeon now.
And
Black
grounds one foul,
for
third
strike
base
one.
side, 0-1.
5-6 for Vargas.
He just had an opportunity. And Seager didn't miss. Coach loved it.
Semien ground ball right to Williamson. Throw to first, 2 outs.
Throws it across in time. Now listen, this inning isn't
And
over.
now, it's Adolis, El Bombi.
Not required that this thing go to the 11th.
He
Adolis
can win this
Garcia
game
could still win
with
it.
1
And
swing of the bat.
some heroics here.
Cheat
Corey
or
Seager has hit a bomb in 3 straight games.
If you're late, then cheat for it. You give him a Rosarina swing and you swing at
Adolis is 0 for 4.
Fine. Cheat for a fastball.
First pitch. Upstairs at 100. Ball 1.
Power up near the chin. Ball 1. Chance of El Bombi.
Adolis jam shot foul.
That is foul. I believe the thing's hit a ball on a strike.
He was cheating for a fastball, and that ball ran in 6 inches off the plate inside.
The El Bombi chance.
The noise.
Rise. Adolis calls time.
Time call here
Early
by
in the
Garcia.
count again.
He didn't join him. It's a noise of your own. Like that guy. Let's go. Let's fire up him up. It's on RSN.
1-1. Adolis hits one up the middle, and it's caught by Cole Young. We're going to the 11th, all tied after Corey Seager carried one out of here and left.
The Rangers have a heartbeat. Thanks to that man, Corey Seager.
We'll be right back from Globe Life Field.
Shot. It's 3-3 to the 11th inning.
We're in the 11th. Globe Life Field. Mariners 3, Rangers 3. New pitcher for the Rangers, it's Cole
Has an
Winn.
ERA now.
12 games, 15 innings pitched, 0.60 ERA, 7 walks, 11 strikeouts, the batting average allowed at 189.
Ready to go to
First
work.
pitch to JP, catches the corner, strike one.
On the corner, strike one on Crawford.
Placement runner for the Mariners at
Ben Williamson,
second
he
is
struck
Ben
out to it
Williamson.
last inning, so he is the free runner.
0-1 offering. JP lays down a bunt. Wynn
Base side, Wynn
picks,
off the-
throws, and he throws out JP.
Crawford, but it is a good sacrifice.
Ben Williamson moves up to third.
Gets that runner over to third.
And here's Julio, who's
This is
3 for
another
5 on the
nice
day.
play here. Now, Young was there just in case, but falling off to the first base side, Cole Wynn gets his body back over, sets, and he throws a rocket. And that got Josh Smith in the palm there, but he caught it.
First pitch to Julio.
Here's Rodriguez.
Swing and a miss. Cutter up and in.
Swings through strike one.
Rangers infield is in.
You can see where Seager and Simeon are positioned. Simeon does not like to even be really a step back from there. He doesn't want to contend with the
0-1.
change.
Julio, ground ball. Oh, what a play by Josh. Throw to third. They got him.
Two gone.
And that holds Williamson at third. What a catch by Josh. And what a throw out.
Williamson had the whole third.
Boy, what a great play here. Infield in, high hop, leaps, catches, sets, throws. Second out of the inning. This is a baseball game, and this is a baseball series. This is fun.
He looked over at Williamson at third after he
Both teams
made the catch.
just laying it all
And
out
now here's
there.
Luke Raley
3 straight days.
with
Could
Williamson
be
at
more
third.
evenly matched.
Oh no. The runners are at the corners. Cal Raleigh got intentionally walked again.
So he's at first. 2 outs. Raley in
So
Campbell back.
Williamson at third, Cal at first. Luke Raley, who does not have a hit this game, at the plate
and third
with 2 outs in this
in
game,
the
tied at 3 in the 11th, and he checks his swing on an outside fastball. He did not go. 1-0.
Raley did not go around. Glad he got the appeal, but well, I thought maybe he went there. That's
That's-
really close.
That's a 50-50 one right there.
Wynn looks at Cal at first. Now the 1-0 offering.
This time-
Swing and a miss.
I'll leave the count 1-1.
Cutter at the top of the zone for strike one.
He had the sacrifice bunt last inning. But Luke Jackson made a great play on it.
One, one.
Work around men on the
In there,
corner.
strike two. Fastball right down the pipe at 97.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now Cole Wynn, in 7 pitches, has gotten 2 outs. He's one really good pitch away
These kids,
from bringing the Rangers up in the bottom of the 11th with a chance to walk it off. Here's the pitch. Raley lifts one into left. Ozuna's coming in. He's there. He makes the catch. Cole Wynn throws up a 0. The Rangers can walk it off in the 11th.
when we come back,
We're all tied at 3. The Mariners cannot score. Texas can answer. We'll be right back from Globe Life. Bottom of the 11th. 3-3. Jonah Heim at the plate. Adolis, the placement runner, at second. First pitch from Trent Thornton. Heim lays down a bunt. Williamson crashes, throw to first. Heim is out.
The winning run is
Adolis moves up to third. 1 out. Bottom of the 11th. Rangers 90 feet away from winning it, and their best hitter today, Evan Carter, is up to get another bite at the apple.
After they just walked Evan Carter, do they just walk him loaded to get the force at home?
Let's see.
And Dan Wilson intentionally walks Evan Carter.
And Young will be the batter now.
This has been a
Young
chess
struggled
match.
A little bit.
Josh at the plate. Runners at the corners. 1 out, and this game tied at 3.
You get to the young
One that's lifted far enough into the outfield will win it for the Rangers as Mitch Garver comes out to talk to Trent Thornton.
Visit from Garver here. I think maybe, listen, you know better than I, but maybe part of the thinking there is you hardly know what Thornton has right now. Right? He's thrown 1 pitch. If you load him up, before he has a chance, then, you know, a walk loses the game.
I hear you. You shouldn't be in the major leagues, to me, if you can't throw strikes in this situation. Like, there can be bad days where you don't throw strikes, but if you're in the dugout, I think in the dugout they're saying, we can strike out Josh Young. Because they're not even going to play double play dough.
First pitch from Thornton to Josh.
Runner goes from first. That's outside.
That one's outside, ball one, and Evan Carter takes second base unopposed.
You would think that might be a real consideration.
So now the Rangers have two in scoring position
Second base.
with one out. Bottom of the 11th.
Infield in. There's
That one catches the corner. Strike one. What a sweeper from Thornton.
Just like
The
Simeon
Mariners'
yesterday,
infield is also
you don't
in.
have to swing as hard as you can here. There's a lot of holes. You put the ball in play and put pressure on the defense.
Young has
1-1 delivery.
in his career.
Josh fouls it off.
Against him. Now that hit was
A
home run.
cutter first base side. It's 1-2.
I've mentioned it a couple times. We know what pitch
One that's lifted in the outfield will win it.
Can he lay off?
Runners
if it's
in
above
scoring
the zone?
position.
If it's atop the
Two
zone,
of them.
Can he put it in play and win the
Game out tied at 3 in the 11th. The payoff. Upstairs, ball 2.
That struck him out his last 2 at bats. He was able to lay off of one of them. It doesn't mean they're not going to do it again.
2-2 is the count. Third and second. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Cutter by Josh. And there's 2 gone in the 11th.
Oh, it's a slider. To me, that's a big long swing in that situation.
Alejandro Zuna is up with 2 outs in the bottom of the 11th as Josh Young swings underneath that one from Thornton. And Alejandro Zuna is being intentionally walked by Dan Wilson. The bases are juiced with 2 outs in the bottom of the 11th for Higgins.
To the walk.
So they're playing the matchup card here.
Furious.
It'll be righty-righty.
Saying, okay, you're going to walk the rookie for me.
Higgy's going to call time.
Remember, Higgy was up in the 9th inning and popped out to send this one to extra
Higgy's
innings.
hitless today. 0 for 4, a pop out in his last at-bat. First pitch.
Here to be the hero.
In there, strike 1.
For a strike.
Sweeper that sweeps in the zone. Oh, 1 delivery. Higgy goes after that one. It's foul. And it's quickly 0-2 with the bases loaded.
0-2 on Higashioka. There's something anywhere.
One well-executed pitch from Thornton. And we're going to the 12th. The pitch.
It's outside.
Misses outside with the sweeper. Ball 1.
1-2.
The bases loaded, 2 outs. A hit wins it for the Rangers.
The coach just has been somewhat
Thornton
over that bench.
trying to send it to a 12th inning. The pitch. Higgy hits a fly ball, but it's foul.
Yeah, especially when you're not going to be pitch hit. Spider likely isn't going to pitch today. He's definitely not up, ready to pitch.
Myers, sure, down to that.
1-2, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Game all tied at 3 in the 11th.
To the count.
Pitch. He check swing. Did he go? He did. Higgy gets rung up. Trent Thornton gets out of the bases loaded jam. The game is still tied at 3. We're going to a 12th inning in Texas. What a job by Trent Thornton. 12th inning.
A little extra.
Cole Wynn stays in for another inning.
Really good in the 11th inning.
Nice
Now the
move.
12th will start it with a Rosarena.
Luke Raley is the placement runner at second. Righty win against Randy. First pitch. In there, strike 1. Sinker on the inside edge of the plate.
Well, these teams came into the game a little shorthanded with their
Randy's
bullpens.
1 for 4, single,
Because of the
2
two
runs, and
different
an intentional
teams that
walk.
preceded today. Now,
Wynn looks at Rayleigh at second.
really putting some pressure
2
on.
times. Now the 0-1. Randy hits one into left. He smoked it. Base hit. Rayleigh will stop at third. And the runners are at the corners for the Mariners with no one out.
Get it back in.
Randy with a single.
Man. So they're on the corner.
And that'll bring up Solano.
Nobody out.
Just a slider on the plate, bottom of the zone. Here you play double play depth. Just trying to think as you get the free runner on second. What's Seager and Simeon? They're looking in the dugout to see what they want. They're going to be kind of in that in-between position where they can turn it if they want to. They can throw home if they need to.
First pitch to Solano. At the top of the zone. Strike one.
Delivered a big hit in the 10th inning.
Solano's 1 for 2 with an RBI
Run
single.
of the game for Seattle, and gave them their first lead of the day.
Runners at the corners, no one out.
Rangers scored in the bottom of the 10th.
0-1. Check swing. Solano did not go, and the count's evened up at 1.
It was close again. Yeah, I think he wins.
Yeah, that was close.
Mike Malinsky disagrees.
1-1 delivery. Solano jam shot. They're going to come home? No. They're going to go with the first. They'll get Solano out at first. Rayleigh scores, and the Mariners have the lead on an RBI ground out from Donovan Solano.
A chance of throwing home there. You're in, unless he just didn't have a grip on the ball. And that's only, Josh Young would be the only person who knows that. Throws it home, he's out. Throws an accurate throw at home, he's out. Let's see this transfer. Maybe he didn't like the transfer.
Quite tell me. That was
And the
clean.
Mariners have the lead. 1 out. Randy now at second.
RBI.
Mitch Garver to the plate. He's got a multi-hit game going.
Solano. Rosarena at second base.
First pitch. Garver hits a fly ball to deep left field, and that is no doubt about it. To the second deck. Mitch Garver with a 2-run blast. 4th homer of the year, and the Mariners are up 3 now.
Significant lead here. Man, oh man.
And that could be the kill shot.
6-3 Mariners.
Mitch Garver, the former Ranger. He was a part of the World Series team.
Second deck.
Torments his old ball club with that no doubt blast,
Middle.
which was right down the pipe, center cut from Wynn, and Garver knew it off the bat.
This game isn't over, but the Rangers, with Cole Wynn getting the 0 on the board.
Cole Young pops up the first pitch he
And then
sees.
getting the beautiful
Josh
shot
is
down.
there at the line. He makes the catch, 2 outs.
Being able to score that run. If the Rangers can't score 3 or 4 in the 12th inning, that's the inning I look at, Dave. So you got the 0,
Right.
you got the runner to third, and you just couldn't get him in.
Here's the 9-hitter, third baseman Ben Williamson, the rookie.
It was definitely, again, not over, as you point out. They'll have the top of the order coming up in the 12th.
First
Should they
pitch,
fall short here?
swing and a miss. Williamson's been chasing sliders down all day. 0-1.
Ben Williamson, the hitter here. 2
Williamson's
outs,
1
nobody
for
on.
5. He got a single. Oh,
Strike pitch, and
Williamson
takes it down.
thought about chasing the slider again. This time he took, and it's 1-1. Good eye.
A 1 for 5 day today for Williamson. The hit came in the 5th inning. He's also struck out a couple of times. And he'll adjust his equipment. That resets the clock.
One delivery.
And the pitch fouled away.
Got a piece of it. 1-2.
So in the
2
bottom
outs,
of the 12th,
base is
Higashioka
clean.
will be the batter.
6-3 Mariners.
Right, me. And then it will be Smith, Seager, and Simeon.
Payoff.
1-2. And a
That's
chopper
tapped.
right side and
Foul.
With 12 innings Friday, with 10 innings yesterday. Bullpen, I don't want to say ravaged, but very heavily used and taxed. Latz, they had available in long relief. Now he threw 2 innings and then into
1-2. Ground ball, it's tapped. Cut off by Josh. Throw the first. Williamson's retired, but not before the Mariners put up 3 to go up 6-3. 3 outs away from taking the series, the extra inning series, in the bottom of the 12th.
Okay.
Bottom of the 12th. Higgy, the placement runner at second.
Josh Smith.
Josh Smith, the leadoff batter, to face Trent Thornton, down by 3. Can the Rangers shock the world? First pitch is in there. Strike 1. It sweeps in there from Thornton.
You can't get a much closer series than the one we've had here.
0-1 offering.
Teams were
Inside
separated
to tie the
in
count up.
Wild card standings, and for that matter, in the division. Coming into this series, that's where we are right now. Rangers were hoping to get just a tad closer. They're going to have to come up with some heroics here.
That's another curve in there. Strike 2.
And it's 1-2.
Thornton going off
Get
speed
on
on
base,
Josh
you get
Smith.
your best hitter up as the tying run. He has to figure out on a 1-2 situation how to get on base.
Corey Seager on deck. The man who extended this game for Texas. That one spiked. It gets in front of Garver, so Higgy can't move. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Josh Smith. Tapped foul.
Smitty to keep the at-bat alive. All you have to do is collect some base runners here.
Two-two pitch to
Down
Smith.
stretch. And this one
Ground ball, this could be 2. JP to first. Higgy moves over. They get the out at first. Higgy up the third.
1 away.
1 gone. Here's Corey Seager.
Rangers in that position where
His first hit of the game was that home run that extended this ball game.
The Mariners could care less about giving up that base right there for the out. Here's Seager. Huge home run in the 10th inning.
First pitch. Swing and a miss. Seager was going after that with first sweeper.
Right here, he gets it within a run. He energized the building a little bit, as his homer in the 10th certainly did.
In there. Inside, I should say. Ball 1.
As you said, just get another guy on and you can get the tying run up. You're in your lineup where you feel like you got your most clutch guys coming up.
Seager pops it up.
High ball left field.
Left center. Randy makes the catch.
We're down to their final out in this one.
Higgy will run and score.
Third in scoring.
Randy didn't even throw it in. Sack fly for Corey Seager. It's 6-4 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 12th. Marcus Semien is the last hope for the Rangers.
Seager's case, productive out. Marcus Semien.
First pitch.
1 for 5
Semien
today.
fouls it off first base side. 0-1.
6-4. Rangers welcoming in Baltimore tomorrow. But this one will hurt a little bit if they're unable to figure
0-1.
out more runs here.
Semien high fly ball on the infield. JP is under it. The Mariners take the extra inning series in Texas. They win in 12, 6-4. Plating 3 in the 12th.
Required 12
Thanks to Solano and Garver. See y'all later. Army out. Peace.
Before the